It's you, Kiyo. You killed Angie.
What the fuck? So it's true!
Well, that was obvious. Such a boring, obvious answer.
You killed both of them. Why did you kill them?
In terms of pure logic, only one victim was necessary to win.
Why? Why you killed them both?
Because it's two people. Split
I
personality
think
disorder.
one of the murders was an accident.
Oh.
An accident?
That's right. It wasn't part of the plan. Huh? Which one?
Angie's.
That's it! Angie's murder was an accident.
What? Tenko wasn't accident?
No, obviously not.
That's right. Kiyo originally planned to kill someone with the seesaw trick. But while he was making preparations in the empty room, Angie walked in. So he decided to kill her in order to keep her from talking.
Then why kill Tenko too?
She just happened to walk in on the culprit setting up.
Why kill both?
Then, we should have just stopped there. Since he killed Angie, there was no reason for him to kill Tenko.
You only needed to kill one for this game. Killing two is
If you got a
pointless.
split personality disorder, he's gonna think he had to do both. Him and his sister.
If you get bonus points for killing more, then sure. Otherwise, it leaves more clues behind.
Why, Kiyo? Why you kill two of our friends?
What on earth are you talking about? No, I'm not the culprit. So, why is everyone looking at me like I am? Why? Why are they? Why is it? Calm yourself, Korekio. Yes.
Split
You
personality.
mustn't raise your voice. You mustn't stutter. You mustn't lose composure. You mustn't become flustered. You mustn't waver. Look at their horrid faces. This sorry lot is not worth agonizing over. You're right. Yeah, you're right.
There he goes again. What the hell's wrong with him?
It almost seems like he's talking with someone. Someone? He's just talking to himself. And why the hell is he wearing lipstick?
No matter how loudly you protest, this is a trivial matter. I will never acknowledge your allegations. Not a single one of them. For you see, there is no evidence that I killed Angie. No, I will not acknowledge it. I will only acknowledge facts, true events. I won't acknowledge fiction, mystery.
You're a loony.
I won't acknowledge your deductions or guesses. Well said. Good job, Korekio. Yes, thanks.
Creeps me the fuck out!
Well, you're one to talk, but there's no evidence that he killed Angie?
There is evidence.
What? You do realize bluffs like that won't work, yes?
The weapon that was used to knock Angie unconscious in the empty room. That weapon tells us the whole story, Kiyo.
What was it?
That's not possible. I think you may have misunderstood. Apologize. Come on, apologize. 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 Come on. Apologize. 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 Apologize.
Seriously, what the hell's happening?
I have no idea. I know what weapon he used on Angie. Do I?
I have nothing to admit. You are simply wrong. Yes, I'm not
crap.
the culprit. So I have nothing to confess. I have nothing to admit. You are simply wrong.
I'm really bad at this.
Yes, I'm not the culprit. So I have nothing to confess. I have nothing to admit. You are simply wrong. Yes, I'm not the culprit. So I have... Why must you force your delusions on us? Your logic. That's merely a delusion. Well said, Korekio. To continue this debate is meaningless. Why must you force your delusions on us? Your logic. That's merely a delusion. Well said, Korekio. To continue this debate is meaningless. Why must you...
I'm really bad at this.
I told you I am not the culprit. So why are you looking at me like that? You're all wrong, not me. Korekio speaks the truth. Such a sorry lot. Apologize. 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 I told you I am not the culprit. So why are you looking at me like that? You're all wrong, not me. Korekio speaks the truth. Such a sorry lot. Apologize. 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 I told you I am not the culprit. So why are you looking at me like that? You're all wrong, not me. Korekio speaks the truth. Such a sorry lot. Apologize. Apologize. Apologize.
Go down already.
Apologize. Apologize. I told you I am not the culprit. So why are you...
Yeah, bullet time battle used to be a lot easier.
You have no proof that Korekio is the killer.
Remove floorboard.
It ends here! Kiyo hit Angie with the same floorboard used in the seesaw trick.
I see. And how do you
The
know
dried
the
blood on the
floorboard
bottom of it.
was the murder weapon?
There was a small patch of dried blood on the underside of the floorboard.
Angie's blood?
Yep.
Blood that spattered there when the culprit struck Angie with the board. But that's not the only evidence that she was hit with that floorboard. There's also the bloodstain under the floor to consider. For that to be there, the floorboard must not have been in
Right.
place at the time of the attack.
Good point. Had the floorboard been in place, her blood wouldn't have splattered beneath it.
Kiyo's earlier confession is further evidence that the floorboard was used.
How?
If the weapon used to hit Angie is the floorboard from the seesaw trick,
It means the culprit knew about the seesaw, so the same person killed Tenko and Angie.
That's a hell of a scream.
I believe that while Kiyo was setting up the seesaw, he was holding the board when Angie walked in.
and he cold-cocked her with the floorboard. All you can do now is accept it. You even confessed to Tenko's murder already.
Oh, it's true. This is the truth.
Looks like we're almost at the end. All right, Shuichi, I'll leave the finale to you. Bring down the house.
Ichi, please, put an end to this.
Alright,
For Angie and Tenko's sake. End this class trial.
I can do that.
I understand. I'll go over everything one more
Time
time.
to make a comic book.
Kiyo, I want you to confess. No, I will force you to confess.
Okay, remove the gold leaf katana. Strike. Pickle place to kill. Stuck duct tape. Oh, that was what? My bad. Who was the culprit with in the empty room? The weapon knocked the culprit unconscious. What weapon killed Angie? Whose effigy was stabbed with the katana? Okay, it is the handle of the spinning katana. Angie's body was found. Who unlocked the door? There's a rock. Where's my rock? What weapon did the culprit set up on the iron cage? The sickle. Who besides Kokichi was responsible? That would be Shuichi. I don't think we have that one yet. Okay. When the culprit approached the cage... Remove floorboard. How did the magic circle get erased? Okay, so we need to go back a bit. There's that. What weapon killed Angie? Try that? Okay. Okay, we have all of them now. Unlocked. Gonna take a second to unlock them all. Stab Kaede's effigy. Kind of fucked up, dude, not gonna lie. Who is the culprit? No? Okay. Who was the culprit with the thaw in the empty room? That is... Yeah, I don't know about that one. Anji's body was found. Kokichi picked up the lock. Shuichi did it. When the culprit approached the cage... Some part on the floorboard. Had the magic circle get erased. And that means by your process of elimination, that goes there.
This is the truth of the case! Let's look back at the first murder. It was late last night. The culprit was in the empty room on the 4th floor. The culprit was preparing the seance murder they had planned. To use the floorboard as a seesaw, they had to cut the crosspiece supporting it. The plan was to make the same preparations for all 3 empty rooms. This would divert suspicion away from the culprit and whoever picked a room. To cut the crosspieces, they needed a saw. I imagine they got one from the warehouse. They were planning to cut the crosspieces in all 3 rooms.
Angie Ditsy walked over there.
However, when the culprit was working on the middle room, the unexpected happened. Angie walked into that room and saw the culprit making their preparations. She needed some fire for the ritual and had gone to the room for a candle. At that point, the culprit had not finished the setup and was just cutting crosspieces. Angie might not have concluded that it was tied to some kind of murder plan. But now that Angie had seen it, the culprit couldn't use the seesaw trick. Any other person might have just given up, but not our culprit. The culprit took the floorboard they loosened and struck the unsuspecting Angie in the head.
Left behind the blood spatter.
The culprit did not want to give up on their plan and had to improvise. They wrapped duct tape around Angie's injury to stop the bleeding. Then they picked up her unconscious body and carried her to a research lab. While she was unconscious, the culprit hurried to tie up this loose end.
Drop some duct tape.
But because they were in a hurry, they made a crucial oversight. They didn't notice the duct tape had peeled off and was under Angie's body. Without that evidence, we may never have figured out the culprit's trick. Carrying the supplies they needed, the culprit returned to the ultimate art lab. Locked the front door from inside. And took out the katana they brought from their own lab. They then stabbed Angie in the back of the neck, finally killing her. Then, to further confuse us, the culprit attempted to make a locked room mystery. First, they used rope from the warehouse and hung 4 effigies upside down.
Did those effigies bend very well? Kind of looks like it's
There
almost
were
bending.
2 reasons for this. To overwhelm the room with an occult atmosphere. And the other was the key to locking the room. The culprit stuck the katana into Kaede's effigy near the rear entrance. And spun the effigy around to twist up the rope. After enough turns, the culprit let go and headed for the rear door. Once released, the effigy began spinning,
Close
and
the
the
lock.
gold leaf katana with it. The handle of the katana then hit the sliding lock, locking the door. A difficult trick, but remember that the lock was so loose it moved at the slightest touch. The culprit also would have had the opportunity to attempt it many times. Once complete, the door was locked, but the duct tape was left behind. Perhaps the culprit noticed it, but by that point, it was too late. The room was sealed. There was no way for them to get back inside.
Kokichi
Then,
broke in.
this morning, we opened up the room and discovered Angie's body. But the culprit wasn't finished. They wanted one more murder. To do that, they manipulated us into performing this seance.
Kiyo probably would have gotten away with it if he'd only done the one murder.
Of the 3 empty rooms, the middle one was chosen for the seance. I was invited by Kokichi to take Kibo's place in the seance. Tenko volunteered to be the medium, but she never imagined it would get her killed. To perform the seance, the culprit claimed they needed something for Tenko. A small stone that Himiko had brought from the courtyard.
I don't really get the rock still. So just to hold her in
at
place?
the culprit's request, bowed her head until it was touching the stone.
Guess it was just to keep her in
That
place.
position was instrumental
Yeah.
in making sure the murder went as planned. Next, Kokichi and I placed the iron cage over Tenko in the middle of the magic circle. The culprit then volunteered to drape the white cloth over the iron cage.
And it had the sickle hiding in the
We
middle
didn't
of it.
realize it at the time, but that was a deliberate decision by the culprit. They needed to set up the murder weapon that was used to kill Tenko. While they were covering the cage with a cloth, they secretly placed the sickle.
Put the point into the bars.
Finally, 4 of us placed the wooden statue on top of the cage. The culprit used the weight of the statue to keep the murder weapon in place. After the preparations were complete, we began the seance. In complete darkness, we each stood in one corner and sang the Caged Child song.
Yep.
When the song finished, the soul of the dead was supposed to enter the medium. But our culprit had another plan, to commit a murder in the darkness. Right after we started singing, the culprit began making their way toward Tenko. It would have been quite difficult to do in total darkness, but our culprit had a guide. They used the lines of the magic circle drawn with salt. The culprit felt for the salt and used it to guide them along. And when the culprit reached the center of the circle, they found the floorboard that had its crosspiece cut off the night before. Then lifted up their foot and stomped down hard on the floorboard. The floorboard lifted up like a seesaw and pushed Tenko's body up toward the ceiling of the cage. Tenko was stabbed in the back of the neck by the sickle on the top of the cage. She was killed right before our eyes, and we didn't even see it.
It was dark.
After committing the crime, the culprit followed the salt back to their corner. Finished the ritual and had us light the candles. We followed the culprit's directions and removed the equipment used for the seance. And discovered Tenko's body. And while we were all focused on the body, the culprit picked up the sickle,
Dropped it into the floor.
and dropped it under the floor through the hole in the corner of the room. Ironically, the final step of the murder was unwittingly carried out by us. The culprit had planned the murder so that we would unintentionally destroy some evidence. That evidence was the magic circle that the culprit used to navigate in the dark. However, the culprit didn't know that Kiyo had taken a picture. He really saved us. Without that, we wouldn't know what changes were made to the circle. But now we know for certain, and we know the culprit drew the magic circle. Korekio Shinguchi, the ultimate anthropologist. You're the culprit behind these murders.
Every time I see Shuichi's little, like, bottom eyelash, it's so funny.
That's where my detective work leads us. It all fits.
I've heard this song before.
Sweet Korekio. There are times when it's necessary to admit defeat. Admit? Yeah. Okay.
So you finally admit you did it.
Unfortunately. Yes. Yes. It's unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate.
What?
My one regret, my only regret, was not being able to make 100 friends.
What?
100 friends?
It was my dream to make 100 friends. Oh, it's so unfortunate! I was so close to 100!
What?
What are you talking about? I do not understand a word of this.
Who gives a fuck? Let's vote for this kooky bastard and be done with this already!
I might be in agreement with Miyu.
Roger that! One voting time! Coming up!
The heart racing excitement as...
Okay.
The heart racing excitement!
As a blackened and a spotless finally face off.
It's voting time!
Poor Monodam. Is Monodam gonna kill himself? Bye, Kiyo.
Now then, it seems the voting has finished. Let's see the result.
Did you vote for me, Kiyo? You better not have. You better not have voted for me. Okay, Kiyo voted for himself.
Who'll be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
Goodbye. Can I have those, please? I gotta be in one of them. It could have been worse. Yeah, I'll take it.
Wah!
Seriously? You're correct again!
Absolutely!
Amazing! This is the third correct verdict in a row!
All right!
If you manage to get 12 correct verdicts in a row, you'll proceed to the bonus round. How's this gonna last that long?
For now,
It's finally over.
No.
Not yet. I haven't heard his answer yet. Kiyo, why? Why did you kill Angie and Tenko?
Right!
Yeah, he no need to kill them both, no matter what motive he have.
oh,
Motive? Hey! Did your motive have something to do with the transfer student who was resurrected? Even if it did, though, how did that trigger a murder?
Hey!
Don't tell me. Were you actually scared of the resurrection ritual, Kaido?
Shut up!
I never said I was scared. The resurrection ritual had nothing to do with it. Because we're friends, I'll tell you. I never once believed in the ritual. I would never kill someone over such a silly thing as that.
What?
So it has nothing to do with the motive?
Yeah?
Then why?
yes.
For the one that I love.
There is someone that I love.
From the bottom of my heart, someone so dear. Someone I long for.
I love her with all my heart, and she loves me with all her heart. Yes, we vowed an endless love to each other, forever bound by fate. None can come between us. We are bound by an intense love, no matter what anyone says.
What?
Bragging about your perfect love life? Fuck you! Some of us aren't that lucky. I'm recording this on Valentine's Day. So to see this lover of yours, you had to escape.
Don't tell me.
That's why you killed Angie and Tenko. But why'd you need to kill both? If you asked if I did it to escape this place, my answer would be no.
Wonderful.
I have no need to escape this place. The one I love is inside. Inside.
Wait!
Don't look at me! I'm not his lover!
Yeah.
Calm down, no one would want to discuss. Okay, well.
Sploosh!
Hey!
Kiyo, who is it? Who's this person you love?
Hey.
Is it really one of us? When I say inside, I do not mean inside this academy.
You see.
I mean inside me.
Sister.
Yes, the one I love lives inside me, my dearest sister.
Huh?
Sister?
Wait!
Don't look at me, I'm not his sister.
Right?
Well, duh, if you were his sister, he would have killed himself already.
Wait!
Your sister? But didn't you say she was your lover?
Whatever is the matter?
It is not that difficult. My sister is my lover.
I loved her so deeply. And she loved me so deeply. The fact that we were siblings meant nothing to us.
Incest is wrong, kids.
We
Don't.
called it forbidden love. But none could stop the love we shared. Oh, how I long for my sister's warmth. The only time I felt at peace was when I was enveloped in my
Creepy.
sister's warmth.
Very creepy. Actually horrible.
For my beloved sister.
I had to!
Always messing
You had to
around.
escape from here, right?
No.
No, I had to kill for her.
Huh? Sister.
Sister was very sickly. She was always in and out of the hospital ever since she was a child. Because of that, she didn't have many friends. She always seemed so lonely.
However,
Even if I could be her little brother and her lover, I couldn't be her friend. So I thought I'd find her some friends. Friends for my dear deceased sister.
huh?
Deceased.
Do you understand?
My sister's now a ghost, so her friends should be ghosts too, right?
For my beloved
For
sister.
sister's sake, I've killed many to send her 100 friends. They were all wonderful people, worthy of being sister's friends.
Huh?
What?
Incomprehensible.
Too impossible to understand. Too impossible.
Sister.
Sister is very happy.
Yes.
Yes, Kiyo, I'm very happy. Thanks to you, I'm not lonely.
What?
Could it be that the lipstick version of Kiyo is...
I am Korekio's older sister.
Thank you for looking after my little brother.
What?
What the hell?
Yes.
After I lost my beloved sister, I was so distraught I nearly went mad. But sister came to save me.
I am pleased.
She visited me during one of my seances and stayed inside me.
Sister.
Now I can see her whenever I want. I'm never lonely.
Korekio.
Your love made the impossible possible.
Are you serious?
You serious? Is this really a spirit?
I told you.
He's just delusional. What a sad girl who can't even believe in the power of love.
Ew.
Either way, he's totally out of his mind. I mean, he killed for a dead chick.
Well, you know.
You said you killed a lot already, right? So it wasn't just the two you killed here.
What was that?
What? Seems like he was already crazy before he got here.
Because
You didn't kill to escape from here. That wasn't your purpose from the get-go. You just wanted to slaughter a bunch, huh?
Unacceptable.
Do not make me out to be some bloodthirsty, indiscriminate killer. I only kill girls who I think are worthy of being sister's friends.
Huh?
You're a fucking serial killer. I mean, Genocide Jack was also a serial killer, and we have an assassin with us, but somehow you seem worse. So we were deciding who should be the medium. It would work best with a girl. He said it would work best with a girl. I spent my time evaluating all the girls here.
Wonderful.
And besides Maki and Miyu, they were all worthy. All worthy of being sisters' friends.
Yeah?
All worthy?
Why,
How
you...
come I'm not included? I mean, not like I care.
Then...
The second victim could have been me. Tanko died in place of me.
Excellent.
Himiko would have been great, but Tanko volunteering made me so happy. Her noble, earnest heart made her a perfect friend for sister.
Wonderful.
She even infiltrated the student council to protect Himiko.
Huh?
Infiltrate, really?
But
How did you... It was obvious to me. I've studied many people. Yes.
can this be?
She stood up against the darkness of this school all by herself. All for her beloved friend.
Beautiful.
I was so touched by that. Wonderful. She was the perfect friend for a sister. I can't understand why you didn't like her, Himiko.
Well,
Though, I was planning on having you become sister's friend too. Eventually.
No way!
You do all that for... Wow, you did all that just to kill. For you to go that far, that's pretty impressive. You were interested in the caged child just so you could use it to kill someone, right?
let's see.
It interested me as an anthropologist, of course, but more than that...
For my beloved sister.
I wanted to kill poor sister. I cannot deny that overpowering feeling.
Are you okay?
Kaido? Are you okay? You look kind of pale. Don't worry about it. Let's focus on Kiyo right now. Allow me to explain, though. I did not plan to kill both of them. I knew I would have plenty of chances after escaping this place.
However...
Angie walked in on me preparing, and I ended up killing her a different way. I figured I may as well kill someone else, too. After all, it would be a shame to just waste the seance trick I prepared.
What is that?
You're talking like you killed her just because you could. No, not just because I could. I was sending another friend to sister.
Correcchio.
You're such a thoughtful little brother, but it was bad to get greedy.
Oh dear.
Yeah, right. Because of that, now I can't send 100 friends to sister. Do you understand, no? Those were the circumstances of Korekiyo's crime. I do not understand. This is all too impossible for me to understand.
Why?
That's right. Killing 2 friends for your dead sister?
But how?
That's wrong! That's so wrong! Oh, don't get so worked up. That's something I learned after sister's death.
Do not worry.
Death only changes a person's form. The soul lives on as a ghost.
That's right.
Even I'm a ghost now. I am always by Korekiyo's side.
Sister.
Cut it out already.
What was
I
that?
don't understand anything you're saying. Nothing's making sense. It's not fair. Why did Angie and Tenko have to die for something so unfair?
Well...
Because death is unfair.
And another...
All deaths are unfair deaths. Why do you think news stations get such high ratings when they're reporting about death? Because everyone likes unfair deaths.
Maybe.
Well, if you look at it like that, this whole killing game embodies that philosophy, right? Gifted high school students forced to play a killing game. Man, if people were watching this, they would get a kick out of it. If people were watching this.
Shut up!
Knock off the bullshit! Only sick fucks would enjoy watching this.
You got me.
Hell yeah, if I wasn't in this killing game, I would have so much fun watching.
So then,
The nature of this killing game is yet shrouded in mystery. But my role in it is over. I have finished my explanation to you, friends.
Sister.
I think I shall go and see her now. My beloved sister.
sister.
I was unable to send her 100 friends, but at least I can see her again now.
Correcchio.
Oh,
Looks like you're already prepared. Now then, let's get started.
it's punishment time!
Huh?
Punishment time.
Sister.
My beloved sister. At long last, I'll finally get to see you again.
That's right.
From now on, no one will try to stop us. We can be together without having to hide our love from others.
What?
I can't accept this.
Therefore,
Like I said, there's no such thing as a death that can be accepted.
from an anthropological
Why do you think so many
point of
different
view,
cultures have funeral rites? Why do you think rumors of ways to resurrect the dead never cease?
Yes.
The living must find a reason, however forced, to accept death when it happens. How you come to terms with death also determines how you live, yes?
What was that?
What?
I
That was the answer I reached. How about you? How will you live a life that faces death?
Now then,
I prepared
a very special punishment.
For the ultimate anthropologist, Korekiyo Shinguchi.
I shall observe.
I will watch over you all as a ghost. As your friend, I will watch over you.
That's right.
It won't just be me and Korekiyo. All those who died will be watching. I'll be busy watching to see how you face the death of your friends.
Humanity is
I'll
beautiful.
be watching forever and ever.
It's punishment time!
cultural meeting pot. Melting pot. Is Monodam gonna jump in? Yep. What?
Valkoor!
No, Monodam, why?
How
What
can
the-
this be?
To think my cute child would commit suicide. Ah, it's so cute. It's so oh my god. Monodam committed suicide. Had I known this would happen, I would have been nicer to him. The only reason Monodam obsessed over getting along was because everyone but me bullied him.
That's right!
The other Monokids drove him to suicide, but not me.
Hey,
Hey, who's Monodam?
Eh?
You already forgot? That's kind of scary.
well now.
Well, looks like another class trial is wrapped up without incident, so I'm gonna take back this year Necronomicon. Seems like a waste, though. You guys sure you don't want to use it? You guys should have brought someone back to life and added them to your roster. Shut up!
You?
How long are you gonna keep talking about that?
I told you.
Ignore him. The whole resurrection ritual is obviously a lie. He's just trying to shake us mentally, get us to panic.
What's the point?
I'm assuming you'll think another murder will happen if you do that, right? Who can say? What a waste. If none of you were gonna use it, you should have let me have it. Then I could have resurrected one of my dead siblings. Which one? Well, I don't know. They were all pretty terrible, actually. Wait, did one of us die? I could have sworn it's just been the two of us the whole time.
Oh yeah.
It's too bad you missed your chance to raise the dead. That's what you get for doubting me. Too bad.
So long. Farewell.
Even now, he still talks about raising the dead.
Always
Man,
messing around.
this is stupid. What people believe in is up to them, but living people shouldn't have to suffer because of the dead.
Of course!
The living are more precious than the dead, no matter what. That's not something a coward like you should say. Shut up. Leave me alone.
But
There's one thing this case taught me. I thought there was a god watching over us, but there isn't after all. Not in this academy. Yeah, you right.
You're right.
Well, that's why we have to work together, right? Face together. Our ultimate talents are the best weapons we have.
Going to do his best.
Going to do his best to keep everyone safe. Going to want to protect everyone. But your talent is entomology. I don't want Shuichi to use his ultimate talent anymore. I'm getting sick of class trials.
You're right.
You're right. Your talent as assassin is way more trouble. When are you gonna use that, huh?
Okay,
I'll work hard until everyone trusts my ultimate talent.
that's right.
It may not be possible now, but I'll put in the effort so everyone can trust me. I won't run away anymore. I want to survive and escape this place with everyone. I see. I wonder how long that'll last. What if your true calling is a killer shows? Ha! Don't underestimate her. Maki Roll's one of my sidekicks.
Got a minute?
I don't remember being your sidekick. Also, didn't I tell you to stop calling me Maki Roll? Oh, you guys are so close now. This must be the powerful bond of friendship. But I would have preferred it to happen sooner. Especially not after losing 7 people. You're right. Only 9 people left now. Well, what do you know? The dumbass can do basic math. That's... Why are you like this?
actually,
Doesn't that make you one of the pieces of shit?
But,
Just 9 of us.
well, you know.
Humans are like weeds, too numerous to count. 7 of us dead doesn't mean that much in the end.
Shit.
That's totally what the heartless robot is thinking, right? Right?
How rude!
No, I'm not thinking that. Your blatant homophobia is simply inexcusable.
But you know,
Hey, none of us gave up, right? I know we're all gonna escape. I'm not gonna rely on a god, spirits, or the dead.
I believe in
Just
you.
you guys. I believe in all of you.
Okay.
Kaido.
Well, of course.
You're right. Those of us who remain can start over.
Hey.
Hold up. Keyboy needs to apologize to everyone for the whole student council thing. And there's only one kind of apology that I'm willing to accept.
How exciting.
Yank your head off and smash it onto the ground with all your strength. Got that?
No way.
I have never heard of such an intense form of... Well, Fuyuhiko did, like, slit his stomach. It seems like everything is settled for now. Even though we're missing her.
You alright?
Himiko, you okay? Anything Gonta can do to help? You can tell Gonta.
Hey.
I think we should let her have some space for now. That might be best for her.
Okay.
I remember how I felt.
Oh.
Gonta understand.
You're so dumb.
God, Himiko is such a liar.
Huh? Because I'm a liar.
Personally, I don't think lies are exactly a bad thing. Let's face it, you wouldn't have any free will if the world was comprised with just the truth.
But
even then, I don't think it's good to lie to yourself, you know.
Right?
What are you saying? Think about Himiko's feelings a little bit.
nuh-uh.
I only said this because I thought about it.
Because...
Himiko's been lying to herself about her own feelings, so she's been holding back.
Hey.
What are you repressing? Why are you trying so hard to hold back? What? Expressing your feelings is perfectly natural. You shouldn't feel ashamed at all. If you feel like crying when you're talking, go ahead and cry your eyes out. You'll feel better. Now, laughing makes you feel better too. And venting your anger. Tanko, Angie, I'm so lonely. I'm so lonely without you two. I gotta survive. I still can't go to where you are. I'm lonely. I'm so lonely without the both of you. Himiko.
Damn it.
Himiko cried for a long time. She cried as she was releasing all the emotions she'd bottled up inside. Before we knew it, as if lured by her doing so, we began crying. The tears we shed, I can't even describe it. We were crying about what we'd been through and what was to come. Sadness, hatred, frustration, discord, anger, love. Tears filled with emotion. At the very least, they weren't tears of submission. They were tears to push us forward. After a while, Himiko finally calmed down. However...
Is she hard to carry, Gonta?
No, she fine.
She's sleeping very peacefully.
She's all tuckered out after crying. Robots sleep well after leaking their oils too, right?
I have told you many times that I do not use oil as my fuel source.
But wow, that really surprised me. She passed out as soon as she stopped crying.
Yeah, but she looks so peaceful sleeping like that.
She probably felt better after letting it all out, don't you think?
Yeah, I hope so.
Then Gonta carry Himiko to her room.
Make sure you focus real good on your back, you hear me?
What?
You'll need that focus if you want to feel her little mosquito bites poking ya!
What is wrong with
There's
you?
no way he'd do such a thing. Gonta is a gentleman after all.
While we were heading back to the dorms, I suddenly noticed Kaido had stopped in his tracks. You're still sick, aren't you? I just wanted to get some night air. Don't worry about me. Go on ahead.
Huh?
You sure?
Well,
Don't do something like this again, okay? If you dislike scary things, then you should have said so earlier. I thought you were sick. You worried about me? Yeah, worry about your stupidity. Still haven't warmed up to me, huh?
But
Maybe not, but I feel like the walls we had up are coming down a little, you know? Perhaps those walls were her enemies. Seems like she doesn't want to wait anymore.
Got it.
Yeah, 'cause of me! Yeah, maybe, but you sound like you're bragging, Kaido. Like I said, I'm gonna get some air before I go back. You can go on ahead.
Okay.
Sure, got it. See you tomorrow.
Got it.
See you tomorrow. After our goodbyes, I returned to my dorm room. I didn't notice what was going on with Kiyo. No, he's sick. He's sick.
Damn it! I don't have time to be dying. I still haven't gone into space yet.
Fuck.
Damn it. No way am I gonna die here. No way.